Welcome back. As Johannesburg faces persistent water safety concerns and the 54-hour maintenance proceeds, we are now joined by WaterCan Executive Director Dr. Ferrial Adam to discuss the responsibility of water management within the city of Johannesburg. And Dr. Ferrial, thank you so much for your time this evening here in SABC News. Really appreciate it. Let's start off here. I mean, this week we've seen reports, issues around the contamination of water in the city of Johannesburg. We've also seen that 54-hour maintenance program that was set to get underway. Maybe if you have a bit of more information, do all Johannesburg residents have water now?
Good evening, Mbali, and to your viewers. Unfortunately, not all. I think that it's not related, though, to the 54-hour maintenance. And once the maintenance was completed, I think there was a quick recovery in many areas from that maintenance specifically. But there was subsequently some issues today and last night that affected a number of areas, particularly Brixton. The Brixton Reservoir had a pump issue. They were on site to fix it, so that should be fixed today. And there were some issues in the commando system as well. So while the 54-hour maintenance went off pretty well, they finished on time, water returned. The Joburg water systems, as I've mentioned before, are quite fragile, and that's where we are seeing some of the glitches at the moment.
And have you been told in terms of what has affected these residents? I mean, we saw this 54-hour maintenance taking place, and the city of Johannesburg, even though going as far as saying that it was done even before they were expected to reach their deadline. Do we know what caused this latest flare-ups of issues of water?
So in terms of so the maintenance, you're not talking about the maintenance one, you're talking about the subsequent. So there's a few ones that actually we've been told it was an electricity issue. Okay. So there was the problem with the power at the Iconov pump station, and then there was a problem with the power at Brixton for the pump. So that's apparently they've got an electrician looking at it right now. So those were linked to electricity, but it affects water.
And let's also come to the issue around water contamination. We've been seeing now for a couple of weeks. It first started in the Johannesburg CBD, where we saw there were issues around water contamination. Maybe when it comes to the recent ones we've seen being the issues around Bears Valley and other areas, what has caused this latest contamination?
So the issue in Bears Valley and some of those streets around that area was cross-contamination from a sewage pipeline and a water pipeline. That there was a pipe leak for the water, and sewage was overflowing as well, and it flowed into the water systems, and that created the present issues that we saw. Yeah, but it could be, that this is something that we would see every now and again. It's it shouldn't be happening more often than it has been.
What would you say is the issue around here, not getting the situation around water right, particularly in the city of Johannesburg? I know that there are parts of the country who are also struggling when it comes to reliable water coming through their taps. What is the latest one here? Why can't we get this issue in the city of Johannesburg, which is apparently a world-class city?
So it's a very good question. I mean, firstly, you're right. It is a national crisis. I think that our water and sanitation is completely a national crisis. And if we come back to Joburg and why we feel as if Joburg water does not seem to be getting a handle on things, I think the key thing, and we've been saying that, is that we need to make sure that the budget for Joburg water is ring-fenced so that they have the money in their account to pay for projects, to pay for, for simple things like reservoir repairs, like you got the Herstal one. We were told that the Brixton Reservoir, the new Brixton Reservoir and water tower would be online by October last year. In fact, they were supposed to be ready in March last year. But because of budgetary issues, it's being prolonged. So it's still not up and running. And so I think the key thing we're seeing at the moment is that Joburg Water needs to have their budget. It definitely needs a larger budget, but we will take the one that they're giving them now, which is about 1.7 billion for capex. And what is needed is they need that money in the bank account. And if they don't have that, and if the city keeps removing that money, they're leaving Joburg Water cash strapped, and they can't pay contractors, then contractors down tools. So it becomes a cycle where we can't actually get to the bottom of issues in Johannesburg.
And Dr. Ferrial, I mean, you speak about, issues around a budget for the city of Johannesburg and looking at the population it has. Maybe also talk to us about some of the solutions, the city can also explore in terms of addressing some of these challenges.
Well, I think our bulk issue at the moment, or our main issue at the moment, is the fact that we're losing about 27% of our water through leaks. So that would make sense for them to actually prioritize trying to sort that out and repairing some of the pipes. And then, of course, there needs to be better communication between the different departments. So you'll have Joburg Water, which has water for a certain number of people, but then development will go up and put high density where they don't have infrastructure, where they don't have enough water. So there needs to be better communication within government or within the city of Joburg to actually deal with some of the challenges we have. And also, I think there is a plan, and the plan looks pretty good from Joburg Water's side. But if they don't start implementing it now, we are going to be in a state where our water systems will be so bad that they'll be unfixable. So we really need to get a move on. And the issue around water needs to be dealt with quite quickly. What my other worry is that it's going to become politicized in this year of elections, and then it's going to be a lot of party politics around water rather than actually getting down to the nitty-gritties and fixing our water systems.
All right, Dr. Ferrial, thank you so much for that insight. That's WaterCan Executive Director there, Dr. Ferrial Adam, also there talking to us about some of the issues facing the city of Johannesburg, particularly when it comes to the reliability of water.